Hi, love. This one's for you. I'm Jess, and this is the Effortless Expansion Podcast. This podcast is for women who are ready to do it differently. Women who are tired of being tired. Women who are ready to shift out of the old ways and rules that are still lingering from generations and generations of doing it a certain way. Together, we are going to expand your life in every way. Effortless expansion of yourself, your relationships, your health, your wealth. Write your own rules, your own way, for you. Here on this podcast, you will redefine the way you show up for yourself and your desires. You will create visions for this limitless life and what it gets to look like for yourself and your family. You will reshape the way you show up for your friendships, children, and your spouse every week. Together, we will reinvent how your limitless life looks and feels in less than 20 minutes. I'm so glad you've chosen to be here with me. You ready? Let's do this.
Hello and welcome back to the Effortless Expansion Podcast. So excited for today's topic, how to activate your inner knowing to manifest anything you want. Before we jump in, let's talk about what I have going on in my world right now. So the Unknown is my one-on-one 3-month container where together we walk together from where you are now to where you desire to be. This space in between is called the Unknown. And this is one of the most beautiful, magical places because it's where you can have so many life lessons. There's so much magic. And contrary to what people think, you don't have to be impatient. You don't have to be unfulfilled in the unknown. You don't have to be asking, looking over your shoulder, where's my manifestation? Where's the thing I want? You get to actually enjoy the unknown. This is one of my favorite spaces. And I love the women that I get to do this work with. So freaking grateful. The Unknown is a 3-month one-on-one container where we have a 90-minute activation call to get us started. And then we really work everything out in terms of a 3-month plan together, what you're going to do, what you're calling in, what is your plan of action to bring you closer in the unknown inside this 3-month space. And then in Voxer, which you get me 4 days a week in Voxer, we're going to clean up those little energy leaks, those little beliefs, those little triggers that come up that knock you out of vibrational alignment inside the unknown. Because the truth is, when you can master the unknown, where you are now to where you're going to be, when you can master it, when you can see the joy in it, when you can have so many moments that take your breath away, the faster the manifestation actually comes to you like this. And so I'm so excited for all the women that are coming inside the unknown. I love this space. It's one of my favorites. So if you feel the pull, work with me inside the unknown. I guarantee you it will be one of the best 3 months of your life. And you can click the link in my bio, or you can also find it on my website or on Effortlessly Jess on Instagram. Also, what is new to me is the Deep. This is my 8-week mastermind. That is a rolling mastermind. And this is for women who are not the primary income earners in their family. So what do I mean by this? This means the women who are fully supported, their family is fully supported in the home, but they have a deep calling, a deep desire for more in their lives. Whether you know what that is or not, you desire to be fulfilled. Everyone says you should be because you have an incredible life, but you still desire more, and that's okay. That's actually at every level. That's what we are here to do. That's how we're here to expand. And so this is the Deep, where together we are going to work with a community of women and who are in similar life patterns, like spaces as you, where we come together for community, for connection, to really bring out our more and make an action plan to bring you into your more. And together inside these 8 weeks, we're going to talk every other week on Zoom, and then we're going to have a group Voxer chat as well. And this is one of my favorite spaces in a group setting. I freaking love a mastermind. So if you feel the pull, join me. I would love to have you inside the Deep. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. How to activate your inner knowing to manifest anything you want. Y'all, number one, what is my number one belief? You get to have anything and everything you want because you do, because I know it, because I've seen it, because I led other women into it, because this is my life myself. But I still can't believe it. Like, holy cow, this is my life. And I'm so freaking grateful for it. So how to activate your inner knowing to manifest anything you want? Well, number one is get really clear on what you want. What do you want in your life? Without shame, without guilt, without judgment. What do you want? So many women, when they come into my spaces, they cannot even tell me what they want. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a problem because the universe can't read your mind. Just like our marriage therapist will often say, my number one big complaint about my husband before we got our shit together and worked on ourselves and healed ourselves and have an incredible marriage now is I wanted him to read my mind. And you know, if I'm being really freaking honest, sometimes I still want him to read my mind. I really do, but he can't do it. Guess what? The universe can't read your mind either. So get really clear on what you want. What do you want? Just like ask for it. That's it. Ask for what you want. Get really clear on what you want. And then, well, it really, here's the part of the inner knowing. It's so oftentimes, this is why it's so hard for women, because we're told what we should want, right? We should want to be safe. We should want to have like a 401k. We should want to have like enough money in our account to pay all of our bills and then just like a little left over to save it. We should want to be okay with working a job we don't like because it helps us and it pays the bills and it gives us good benefits and all these things, right? We should want to just barely get by in life. We should want to dim ourselves just a little bit so we fit in so other people like us more. We should want not so many things in life. We should want to help everybody else before we help ourselves. All of these things, right? This is what we're told. And so often what happens is we take on those beliefs, those thoughts, and then what happens is we aren't able to connect with our inner knowing what we actually want, because we have all these other thoughts in our heads, right? Because you think about what your husband wants you to want, what your mom wants you to want, what your kids would want you to want, what you would want for your kids, all these things, right? We have all these things that are pulling at us all the time that are telling us what we should want. And so it's hard to connect to our inner knowing about what we actually want. But this is what I love in working with women is like blocking all the beliefs, all the barriers, getting through all of that crap, all that BS that you've been told that you might not even be consciously aware of in your life that's holding you back, that's keeping you small. When we get rid of all that shit, you can actually be like, I feel so much freaking better. I'm so clear. Like I can clear the energetic blocks. I can do the energetic work, the energetic healing work on you. I can use alchemy on you to heal yourself, to come into remembering who you are, the incredible person, woman that you are, what you came here to be and do, what your more is, what you actually want, what you're calling in. And then when all that happens, you can get super clear on what you want. And then when you think you know what you want, then this is the inner knowing part. Then you ask yourself, do I desire whatever it is? Do I desire to have the man of my dreams? Do I desire to have the business of my dreams? Do I desire to impact women on this level? My soul's like, yeah. You feel that in your body because we have created a safety in your body in the work that I do with my one-on-one clients and in my masterminds and in my group programs. I create a space for you to feel safe in your body, because the number one thing that women don't do is they don't feel safe in their body. And when you don't feel safe in your body, you can't feel safe anywhere else. You can't feel safe in your desires. You can't feel safe in calling in anything else. And us women, we don't feel safe in our bodies because we're not even able to connect to our bodies because we're too out of body taking care of everybody else, doing everything else, that we literally cannot come back into our bodies to feel safe in them, to take care of ourselves, one, which is why you see so many women that are doing all the things for everyone else and nothing for themselves, why our health is always suffering, right? Why there's so many more of us that are overweight, that we crap, that we, whatever, because we don't take care of ourselves, we're taking care of everybody else. And because we don't think we're good enough, we don't think we're worthy enough of what we want. Those are the big issues that I see that my clients typically fall into one of those. And so when you work with me, when we clear these things up, you're able to tune back into your body, you're able to feel safe in your body. So you're able to actually ask yourself, what do I want? And then your inner knowing is what you want, identifying that, and then it feeling safe in your body. And you're going to get these, like my soul keeps saying to me right now, these yes, yes, yes pings. Like, yes, I want that. Yes, I want that. Yes, yes, yes. Versus right now, you might feel the yes, I want that. But then the very next thought is like, nope, can't have it. And you shut it down, or it's shut down for you. Have you ever felt that where you're like, oh my gosh, I would like, where you get, okay, let's just keep it real, where you get really triggered because you see somebody that's on this incredible vacation. You're like, oh, F her, like I would really love to be doing that. Like, why can't that happen for me? Like, blah, 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 right? And you're like, okay, I really want that for myself. And the very next thought is like, no way, I can't have that. How could I ever afford that? I can't take a vacation. Like, oh my gosh. And what would I do with my children? And like, they wouldn't like to go there. And that's not a kid-friendly place. It's all these things. So then you like, boom, shut it down and it's gone from you. But your inner knowing is like, actually, I really freaking want that. But you just told me I can't have it. So I'm going to play small and okay, I'm going to dim my light and okay. But that's not what we came here to do. We came here to have this knowing, we have this like in your body. I'm like using my chest right now because I have this internal GPS system, and so do you, that says what we want. That's our inner knowing to manifest anything we want, because it's our inner knowing that says what we desire is made for us, what we desire is meant for us. And actually, our desires are destined for us. That desire was placed in your heart because it's made for you. That desire was placed in your heart because it's destined for you. And the more you ignore it, the more you push it down, the more you play small to prevent it from coming to you, the more it keeps coming up, and it keeps coming up, and it keeps coming up. And the more you shove it down, the more it keeps coming up. And then eventually over time, when you give up on it and like you're like, feel nothing left anymore, you're so disconnected, that desire will move to somebody else. Somebody else who is big, bold, and brave enough to see it through. Because we came here in our consciousness to live in our big, bold, and brave dreams, desires, what our mission, what our magic, what our passion, what our purpose is. And that thing, that desire has been given to you, a gift of God, a gift of the universe for you to bring forth in your life, to activate other women, to then activate what their big dreams and desires are. So by you saying no to something that actually is a yes for you in your body, then your inner knowing is saying, yes, it's for you, let's manifest it. You're not only killing yourself, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody else in the world who you were here to activate, who you were here to bring forward in their gifts. So I tell women this all the time, because what is the number one thing we want to do, right? We want to put everyone else before ourselves. So when I tell women, yeah, by you playing small, by you not bringing that desire forth in the universe, you're not activating other women, you're not helping them. And that gets women motivated. And if you can't get yourself motivated, I can guarantee you can get yourself motivated in your purpose to help somebody else, okay? And if you can at least do that, that's one step in the right direction. And then come to me and let's work on your healing. Let's get your shit together so you can actually claim the worthiness that is within you for all of your desires to come true. That's your inner knowing. It lives inside you, and it wants to make all of your freaking dreams come true. And the more you shove it down, the more it comes up. Just stop shoving it down. Just like lean into it. Just like ask for freaking help. Just reach out. Like I got all these sacred spaces I can hold you in. I can see you. I can feel you. I can heal you. I can help heal you. You think like you heal yourself. I can teach you how to heal yourself. This is embodiment. This is mindset works. This is energetic. This is alchemy. This is all the things I do every single day. Because you get to want whatever the F you want, and it gets to be yours. Anything and everything gets to be yours. You get to have it all. And I know that that's a scary thought if you're living small right now and you're trying to like keep yourself from getting disappointed. But the truth, it's the truth. And when you can accept that, the better it gets. And the better it gets, the better it gets. This is how to activate your inner knowing, to manifest anything and everything you want, because anything and everything you want is absolutely possible for you. And I'm just here to leave you in it. I love you. And I'll see you in the next episode.
Hey, if you love this podcast episode, can you please do me 2 quick favors? 1, take a screenshot of the podcast episode you're listening to right now, post it on your stories, and tag me at Effortlessly Jess. I'm going to be so thrilled to hear from you, and I will always repost it for my audience to see. 2nd, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, can you please leave me a 5-star review? These 2 little things take only a few minutes, but they mean so much to me. Not only does it make my day to connect with my soul sisters on the internet, but as a podcast host, these are 2 things you can do to help me get my message out to impact the women of the world. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to talk to you in next week's episode. To your effortless expansion always.